The Art of Dying by Gojira. What a lovely title. Hello there, Internet, and welcome to episode 37 of Time Consuming. Today's song is The Art of Dying by the French band Gojira. This band has been one of the newer additions to my favorite metal bands list, and this song has been requested once or twice, or like a million times. So let's dive in. But before we do that, I just want to mention I'll be launching a Patreon page pretty soon. But more about that at the end of the video. Okay, so this song, besides having this super epic drum fill, it's so good, has a very interesting intro. We hear a series of 4-hit groups, then 2-hit groups, 4-hit groups again, and then 2-hit groups again. All of these are separated by a 1-beat gap. So we'll attach that gap to every phrase, just to make the calculations easier, and we get this: 555, 333, 555, 33. So the first chunk sums up to 24 beats, and the second one sums up to 21 beats. Together we get a 45-beat phrase. Okay, we have 45 what? I mean, what are these subbeats? We don't really know. Are these quintuplets? Are these triplets? Maybe it's something else. We don't really have a reference to a bigger pulse, so for the meantime, we're kind of kept in the dark in terms of what is the subdivision and what is the time signature. But not for long. Shortly after the intro, this muted guitar, I think, what is that? Whatever it is playing a steady pulse, grouping these beats into none other than our favorite subdivision, 16th notes. And now we hear this pattern in a totally new context. This pulse divides this pattern into groups of 4 subbeats. And as you know, 45 is not even close to being evenly divided by 4, which means that it takes 4 rounds of this riff for this new pulse to circle back to beat 1. Do you want to guess how many hits that adds up to? .45. Magic. When the whole band enters, the right cymbal replaces that muted guitar and takes the lead in regards to the pulse by playing the quarter note. While the kick and snare play this pattern for the 5 groups and this pattern for the 3 groups. The red circles are the kick drum, the purple plus signs are the snare drums, and the blank circle is just blank. After 4 repetitions of this riff, which is where the right cymbal realigns with the riff, they add 4 of these groups in 6. The guitar also joins this pattern by playing do go do dingy do go go gingy do go do dingy. That's basically it. We have a phrase that adds up to 45 beats, made of a sequence of 5s and 3s, with a quarter note pulse on top that naturally realigns after 4 repetitions of the riff. And after that, we have these added groups of 6. Here's the whole thing, or the short version of the whole thing. Damn cool stuff. So here's a cool experiment. Do you remember the muted guitar pulse that the ride cymbal picked up afterwards? That pulse kinda determines what the main beats are, or how we perceive them. And by that, it also determines what the subdivision will be. So in our case, those beats divided our riff into groups of 4, which means the subdivision is 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I wonder, how would this riff feel if we put a different subdivision over it? Let's try it with 3, with triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That feels totally different. And what about we do it in 6? So like halftime of this 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has a cooler like halftime feel. And how about if we try quintuplets? I wonder. I mean, it's 45 beats and 45 divides itself evenly into 5. Let's try. Oh, this sounds pretty bad. But hey, this is a cool concept to try out. So that's it for this video. And as I said earlier, later on this week, I'll be finally launching a Patreon page.
Well, it's about time.
I'll be sending out an update through my mailing list, so make sure you sign up for that. The link is in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week.